Good morning, everyone. I hope that this morning, Thursday, has you in good spirit and in good light. Decided today that I'm going to change a little bit what I've been doing recently and just tell you a story about moments in my life. And I'm going to tell you lots of these over the next few months where I have found where nature or my propensity to listen to the voices outside of my psyche, whether they're real voices or they're the manifestations of signs and things like that that have transformed my life. So this story goes back about I would say almost 16 years ago, maybe. Mm, yeah, pretty much. Maybe not that long, maybe 14 years ago, where Noemi and I went to India, to Tibet. We went with our friend Roshi, Joan Halifax, and we trekked the mountains of the Himalayas for 27 days. And we did a circumambulation of the holiest mountain um, in India, at least three religions, the, um, the Buddhist, um, the Hindus, and the Jains, or Jains, consider that mountain to be a very holy mountain. And so that mountain is probably about 12,000, 13,000 above sea level, and we did that. But this story is about the fact that while we were there, um, I was in a very interesting state of mind where there was a tremendous amount of anger in me, and that anger just kept coming out in different ways. And at some time, I will be more specific about some of those events. But at one point, I got so ticked off at my partner that I decided to walk off by myself. Now, one of the rules was that you should never walk off by yourself in this trek, that you should always be with a partner, aside from the fact that the mountains are treacherous in terms of the roads, but they're constant avalanches. And so the safety issue was to have a partner in case someone got hurt. There would be always someone around. So, but this time I violated all of that and I took off like a bandit by myself and put probably half a mile distance between myself and the people who were behind me, and probably the same distance or a mile the people who were in front of me. And as I was walking in that furor of anger, um, at one point during that thing, um, I saw um, something that for the moment stopped me in my tracks. And just as I stopped in my tracks, I heard a hissing sound, and the next thing was probably a 10-pound boulder had just dropped in front of me, a huge rock. And it was in that moment that I realized what it is to be in the moment, what it is to be present. A couple of more inches, because I'm not going to say feet, and that boulder would have landed right on me. And it is undescribable, the experience of not being alive, but being in total spirit, just being. The thump of that rock right in front of me. It was like I had been, it was like I had become part of the entire universe and part of those mountains. Um, and all of a sudden, no anger. I had no problems. At that moment, everything had disappeared. And at the same time, everything had not disappeared and become clearer and clearer. And there was nothing but light. So that's what happened to me in India. And I still remember every day the story of the boulder or the story of the rock. Be well, have a wonderful day. Serve others, be healthy, be blessed, be joyous, be happy, and continue to laugh. And remember the boulder.